Hi students, hope all are doing well and staying safe at home. So we have already started our first biology class, isn't it, of class 11. So what was the chapter? It's the living world. Today we are not going into much detail. Let's go very slowly in the beginning, then we can make up, okay. So today we are just going to revise the topic what we have already covered, and today you have to write your notebooks and send it to me. Here. Now moving on to this first chapter, the living world. Before that, you see the chapters or the units which you are going to cover in class 11 is diversity in the living world. In this, what you are going to learn is that you are going to learn about the different types of organisms under which groups they are falling, categorizing them, okay. The next, you are going to learn about structural organization in plants and animals, the structure, the tissues level, every structure in detail of plants as well as animals, okay. And then the cell, we are going to learn about cell, the type parts of the cell, the cell organelles. Thereafter we are going to discuss about cell division, biomolecules, okay. Then in plant physiology we will learn about plants. In human physiology we will be learning about the different systems, functions of humans, okay. Tips for better performance, which we have already discussed, just to recollect again, because these 2 years is very crucial in your life. So do keep these in mind, okay. First one is your read your textbook daily, okay. So you have to read your textbook daily. Be punctual in your studies, okay. You have to be punctual. You should not pile up your work. You have to do it then and there. And the daily portions has to be covered daily, okay. You should have made a timetable by now, and for these subjects, this much time I will be spending every day, okay. Most of the time you have to see to it that you are spending the time for the same subject and the timetable is perfect, okay. Then you have to practice what? Your question papers. Where from you can practice question papers? You could have borrowed the books from your seniors, okay. In case if you have not, no problem, you are having many practice papers available in net online, okay. I will also be sending you. So practice it, and you should know the style of presenting the answer and the answer speed. Most of the time what happens is that you know the answer, but you cannot reproduce the same in the paper in a proper effective way, for which you lose marks, okay. So you have to learn the style how to present the answer in the answer paper, so that I will be getting a good grade, good mark, okay. And you have to revise your portions frequently. At least you use the weekend, Sunday, yeah, you enjoy to some extent, but at least you keep around 4 to 5 hours that day for revising, okay. Out of the 24 hours, 4 to 5 hours for revising the chapters which were already discussed, okay. If you are daily covering it, then it will not be a headache, easily you can memorize, but at the same time if you are piling it up, it will become very difficult, okay. And no distraction. These 2 years you are going to concentrate on your studies, because it's for getting a very fruitful result, you have to put an effort. Hard work pays it, isn't it? So see to it that all are following these tips, clear, for your better performance. Yeah, we are moving into the chapter, the living world. So in this chapter we are going to learn what is living, diversity in the living world, taxonomic categories and taxonomical aids. So starting with what is living. Living is the characteristics which possessed by what? The living organism, which non-living organism do not have. That one we call it as what? Living. Growth, reproduction, ability to sense the environment, metabolism, responding to the external stimuli are some of the unique features which the living organism possess and the non-living organism do not have, okay. So that is called as what? We call it as living. So one by one factor we are going to learn the features. First is growth. Growth is what? Increase in mass and increase in number of individual cells, okay. So this is one cell, now this cell has increased in size. This also can be called as growth. This is one cell, from this I got 2 cells, from that 2 cells I got 4 cells. This can also be called as growth, okay. And this growth is taking place from within, then only it is living. If the growth is taking because of some deposits are taking place here, because of which the size is increasing, like hills and all sometimes increase in size, that we cannot call it as growth, okay. Yes, that we discussed. Now reproduction, giving birth to young ones, we call it as what? Reproduction. Production of progeny or offspring possessing features similar to that of the parents. So humans will be producing human babies only. Cat will be producing kittens, Dogs will be producing puppies, isn't it? Tiger will be producing cub. They are similar to their parents. Okay. So, producing progeny or offspring similar to their parents, we call it as what? Reproduction. Can be of two types. What are they? One is asexual and another one is sexual. Asexual, only one parent is involved. Sexual, two parents are involved. Asexual, like for example, you are having fungi spores, hydra budding, planaria regenerations are example of what? Asexual reproduction. So, what is sexual reproduction? When the male and the female gametes are involved, then we call it as what? Sexual reproduction. Sex organs are involved. Okay. Higher organism including us go for what? Sexual reproduction. Clear? That is one of the feature. Next is your metabolism. What is metabolism? The chemical reaction that is taking place in your body, we call it as what? The whole total, we call it as metabolism. It can be categorized into two. One is anabolism and another one is catabolism. So, what is anabolism? Synthesis. Something is produced, anabolism. Okay. And what is catabolism? Something is broken down, catabolism. Like respiration is a catabolic process. Catabolic breakdown. What is broken down? Food is broken down to carbon dioxide, water, energy, isn't it? Anabolism. Photosynthesis is anabolism. Why? Synthesis. What is synthesis? Food. From where? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. What is produced? Food is produced. It is an anabolic process. Synthesis is anabolic, breakdown is catabolic. Okay. Consciousness. Being aware of the surrounding, isn't it? I am sensing the surrounding. Based on that, I am responding. Something is coming nearer to my eye, I am closing my eyes. I am touching a hot beer, I am taking my hands back. So, these are all what? Consciousness. Clear? Yeah, that is a property of living organism. Next, some terms we are going to learn. One is biodiversity. So, what is biodiversity? I told you, diversity, different. Okay, you can find different types of organism in the world. That one we call it as what? Biodiversity. Okay. So, in the world you can find much amount of organisms are present. Like forest is a very good example for a place which is rich in biodiversity, which means you can find different number of species. Okay. Nomenclature. What is nomenclature? Standard way of naming an organism. Okay. I am going to name an organism. The standardized method by which I name an organism, we call it as what? Nomenclature. Next is what? Identification. Okay. Why I am doing this nomenclature? I told you, in order to reduce confusion. If everywhere it's having a specific name, scientific binomial name, then there will not be any confusion. If I go to London and say America and say Japan and say China and say, there also the name remains the same. Okay. Identification. Describing an organism correctly, we call it as what? Identification. So, I should know some identifying features, then only, of fungi, of algae, of plants, of animals, then only I can identify whether it is a fungi, whether it is a algae, isn't it? Yeah, that is identification. Naming, when you are saying it is being controlled, regulated by some specific bodies. So, what are they? One is ICBN, another one is ICZN. What is ICBN? ICBN is dealing with plants. Okay. International Code of Botanical Nomenclature is one who is giving names to a newly identified species of plant. International Code of Zoological Nomenclature is giving a name to the newly identified species of animals. They are having some guidelines, rules to be followed for giving the names. Okay. So, this one you can see biodiversity, different types of animals are present around the earth, right? Very beautiful the earth is with diverse organisms, different types. So, these are all different types of organisms of animals and plants which you can see, isn't it? Yeah. Now, universal rule for nomenclature. This also we have discussed. Biological names are generally written in what? Latin. And in that, the first word we call it as the genus name and the second word we call it as the species name. When handwritten, they have to be underlined what? Separately. Okay. And when you are printing that binomial name, we have to print it in italics. Okay. Generic name, it starts with a capital letter and the species name starts with a small letter. Okay. So, you can find generic name starts with a capital letter, species name specific name start with a small letter. Example, Homo sapiens in italics, Mangifera indica in italics. If you are handwriting it, what you have to do? You have to underline Homo separately, Sapiens separately. Mangifera separately, indica. Don't write in italic font and say that it is italic, sometimes it may not be matching. So whenever you are writing with your hand, use what? Underlining, you have to underline it separately, okay. And the next is what? Classification. So method of grouping organisms, we call it as what? Classification. I am going to classify them into different groups. Taxonomy, process of classification which are based on some particular characters, then we call it as what? Taxonomy, a study, okay, a study where we are going to categorize organism based on specific characters. So taxa, categories of classification. So there are different categories of classification. In biology we use the term taxa, okay. So different categories, what do we use? Taxa, okay. Next is what? Like genus is a taxa, species is a taxa, class is a taxa, order is a taxa, okay. We will be discussing the same. Next is systematics. Biological systematic is the study of diversification of living organism. Diversification means difference, both past, present and the relationship among living organism through times, okay. So how the organisms were in the beginning, how they have changed gradually, their relationship, learning all these things are coming under the category called as, group called as systematics, okay. Yes, now different taxonomic categories or taxa we are going to learn: kingdom, phylum or division, class, order, family, genus, species. The same we will be discussing in our next class, okay. Hope till now what we have discussed already we have covered it, revised once. Hope so it's clear. If at all, if you have any doubts, feel free to call me, okay students. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.